Welcome back to Orange Hat Reviews. I want to give a little video about equal representation. A little history lesson, if you will, about equal representation in film. The main thing that's been crying out nowadays is the LGBTQ community. They're saying that there's not enough lesbians in film, not enough gay people in films, not enough this and that in films. But did you know that the first LGBT themed movie that was themed in or LGBTQ themed was in 1916? It's a little film called Vingarn. And let me read you the synopsis or the plot summary, shall we? Let me just get back to it because I was going through this list getting ready for this video. Here we go. And there are earned between 1916, here's another fact. Between 1916 and 1989, there was 212 LGBT-themed movies in Hollywood. 212! Wow. But back to the Vingarn thing. Vingarn, an adaptation of Herman Bang's 1902 novel Mikhail. A sculptor befriends a young woman painter who becomes his model. Their friendship is thrown into turmoil when they both fall in love with the same woman. It was directed by Moritz Stiller. Stars Nils Ather, A-S-T-H-E-R. I don't know how to fully pronounce that. Sorry. Lily Beck, Eagle-Eyed, Lars Hansen. I mean, 1916. That means lesbians in film have been around for over 100 years. Different from the others was a 1919 movie that was two male musicians fall in love, but the blackmail and scandal makes the affair take a tragic turn. May not be the best representation, but hey, gay representation has been in film since 1922, or 1919 rather. Salome, 1922, the daughter of Herodias, Salome, seduces her stepfather uncle Herod, governor of Judea, with a salacious dance. In return, he promises her the head of the prophet Jean the Baptiste. Here's a note that is at the bottom of this. This is all found on IMDb. Look it up, people. The topic is chronological list of LGBT-themed films 1916 to 1989 with notes. Was infamously filmed. This is Salome with an all-gay cast, even though that is a matter of contention, quite obviously very camp, with a number of performers in drag. Yeah, that was Salome. Different from the others, which was the two male musicians one, first ever gay-themed film starring Conrad Veidt of Cabinet of Dr. Calgary, and Casablanca fame, conceived by sexologist Magnus Hirschfeld. To push the legalization, it led to the reintroduction of film censorship in post-World War I Germany. They were fighting for gay rights back then! In 1922! Or 1919, rather. Wow. You're all complaining about censorship and not getting equal representation, yet you've had them fighting for it since 1919. How much Hollywood has forgotten its own history. Van Garn's notes. There's a very good review here which sums up the many reasons why this can count as the first gay-themed film ever, but you'll be hard-pressed to find the subtext from what remains. Dreyer's Michael, based on the same source, is much more ambivalent. Michael. So, yeah. The LGBT community has been complaining about equal representation in film, but when they get it, they don't like it. I mean, there's the whole It thing where Pennywise killed a gay character, which was actually in the book, which took place in the 80s and whatnot, where the gay character got killed by Pennywise. It was actually the killing, or the way the kill was made was actually very faithful to the book, the biting under the arm thing. Spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen It Chapter 2. But yeah. You guys don't like it when you get equal representation, because equal representation just doesn't mean that you're going to be in the film. It means you are going to have the same thing befall you that befalls everyone else. The tragedy, the horror, the violence, all of it. You're going to have all of it happen. So when you want your equal representation, make sure you know what you want. Because you don't want equal representation. What you want is superior representation. You want your characters to be in the movies, sure. But what you really want is for them to be perfect and untouched by any tragedy. Sorry, that's not how the world works. There's going to be tragedy in film. There's going to be problems in film. There's going to be things that people must overcome in film. So with you complaining about equal representation, again, you don't want equal representation, you want superior representation. Which is never really going to happen. I mean, it's starting to happen, sadly. But eventually people are going to catch on. And people are already catching on, rather. And they're starting to say, we do not like this. You see, it's not only unrealistic, it is foolish. You're complaining about people are now calling for the whole female James Bond thing. You want to know why that would be such an insult to women, to have a female Jane Bond? Because James Bond is known for two things. This is going to be the last thing I talk about in this video. James Bond is known for blowing crap up and betting a lot of women. He's basically, when he's not doing stuff for MIB, he's a walking phallus. Let's be honest, people. I'm going to be brutally honest. If you put a woman in film to make her the female James or Jane Bond, and if you really want true equal representation, you are going to have her being sexually objectified. Meaning she's going to be having sex with a lot of men. Or if you really want to make her a lesbian, fine. But, whatever. The thing is, women have been complaining that women have been sexually objectified in film for years. And whatnot. Well, this is what's going to happen if you want to make a truly equal representative female James Bond film. She's going to have to, or they're going to have the little romances and whatnot. Anyway, that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this little historical lesson on how equal representation has been going on in Hollywood. I mean, there's, like I said, 212 movies from 1916 to 1989 that are all LGBTQ themed. What do you guys think down in the comments below? You all know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Tell me what you guys think about this little history lesson. And this little lesson of what the true motive behind, equal representation is in Hollywood. This has been Orange Hat Reviews, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.